Hey, welcome to Cow-Free Kicks. On this channel I review leather-free sneakers only, and this is the Reebok Nano X2. Thank you for watching. If you've not seen one of my reviews before, I always look into 5 different categories when I review a pair of sneaker. Then at the end of the video, I'll take all of those different elements into account and give these Reebok Nano X2s an overall rating out of 5 stars. If you do like what you see as going on, please do not forget to give the little video a thumbs up, like, click below on your device. You can also drop any comments, and if you haven't already, take the time to subscribe to the channel. Right, let's kick this review off by checking out these Reebok Nano X2s on feet. First thing we've got to talk about is the colourway. This is the Orange Heat colourway, and it's a bit too much for me, to be honest, but this is the only colourway that is currently available on the Reebok website and app. But they are going to launch many more throughout various dates in the next few months. So if you're not a fan of this colourway, personally like I am, then you can definitely pick them up in different colourways. Now, looks wise, again, I'm not the biggest fan. This is predominantly a workout shoe, but I wanted to see how well it could translate into an everyday lifestyle sneaker that you could wear all day and then wear to the gym later on. I just don't think looks wise it's got enough going on for me for an everyday lifestyle shoe, because it does look too much like a workout sneaker. I think the toe box area on this is very boxy. It's supposed to be wide to offer more stability, but I don't like the way that they've curled up the outsole to the front here. It almost looks like a trail shoe from front on. And then you go to the side profile, it's quite flat. You've got a tongue on this shoe that's quite stubby and short, and also doesn't fit very well around the laces. There's some gaps there when you put it on your feet. Again, we'll talk about that later in the breathability section. The laces on these are really short for some reason. It just looks like a workout shoe. It doesn't really look like it could translate very well into a lifestyle sneaker. I do like the knit upper that you get with these. It does feel quite soft to the touch. This Flexweave upper is going to add durability, but also make them more lightweight and hopefully breathable. And then you move towards the back, you've got some TPU detailing embossed on the Flexweave, more TPU with the end of the Reebok branding. The front of the Reebok branding is actually stitched in here with part of the Flexweave, which I quite like. More TPU again that comes across the midfoot of the shoe, offering stability. You then get this really hardened plastic cage that runs from the middle of the foot all the way up around the bottom of your heel and towards the back of the shoe, and it goes round the back of the shoe there, and inside underneath this TPU detailing you've got a hardened heel cup. There's a lot of stability offered with this shoe, which I want to explore now in the comfort section, where I want to put this float ride midsole to the test on my back doorstep. So these Reebok Nano X2s haven't won me over with their looks, because I do think they're too flat and boxy, and sadly I do think they're massively lacking in the comfort department. Now yes, these are a workout shoe predominantly. I just want to see if they would translate well into an everyday wear. As a lifestyle shoe, I just don't think they're going to pass the comfort test, to be honest, because you can see I was putting a lot of effort on the back door step and I wasn't really getting anything out of this float ride midsole. Now generally the float ride midsole is comfortable and offers nice bounce back and responsiveness, but when it's coupled with the combination of an incredibly rugged outsole, and this outsole is going to be very long lasting, but it's very thick and dense, and also you're then adding an extra stability system in the middle of the foot with this hardened plastic that runs right through the midfoot. You can feel it right at the bottom here, and it runs right up through the shoe and towards the back of the sneaker. that extra stability system sadly means that the comfort has been dampened a lot, and they're an incredibly firm ride underfoot. So if you are going to buy these for everyday wear, just be aware that they ride incredibly firm. On top of your foot, they do offer nice comfort. Now I am a true fit UK size 10 lengthwise, and they offered great room, and also I do have slightly wider than average feet, but this toe box is incredibly wide and offered a very nice amount of comfort. One thing I will say though with the upper of the shoe is when you do bend your foot, it does kind of flex and crease a lot, and you could see when I was trying to give these the little extra comfort tests, it does flex and bend a lot towards the heel and towards the toe. I don't really like that in the looks department. Again, it doesn't really impact the comfort, but I don't like it when shoes kind of crumple up when you're walking in them. Next, I want to move on to their weight, where I'm going to pop them on the scales. Clocking in at 360 grams, not too far off what I would classify as a lightweight shoe. Anything around the 350 mark and under is technically, for me, a lightweight sneaker. So coming in just above the 350 mark isn't too bad, especially when you consider the amount of extra support and stability that they've added to this sneaker, which is where the weight is, definitely with this outsole and this extra plastic stability system on the midfoot of the shoe. Now, if you are looking for a shoe that's incredibly stable and you don't mind that it rides firm under feet, the weight isn't really too much of an issue for you. Now, I want to move on to their breathability, where I want to pump the upper full of smoke to see how breathable they are. Yes, we get to talk about the little stubby tongue that comes with these Nano X2s. Again, you can see the smoke billowed out from where this tongue doesn't meet the lace loops on the side, because it is, I think, undersized for the shoe, so it leaves some gaps at the side that the smoke can escape from. You did get additional smoke release from this perforated toe box. I was a little bit saddened to see no smoke escape from the rest of the Flexweave that you get around the midfoot of the shoe towards the toe box, especially as it is a knit and a weave. I was expecting there to be a bit more breathability, but I would say these are averagely breathable, so they aren't going to keep your feet too hot in the hot and humid months. Now I want to move on to their price. Now these come in at £100, but the other colorways that I mentioned earlier in the video, they actually come in at £110. So there's a £10 increase for any of the other colorways. Now, I'm not sure if that's just an introductory offer for this first release in the Orange Heat colorway, or whether it's due to the fact it's in Orange Heat, but I'm not sure why there's a £10 increase for the other models. Now, I think that's a little bit cheeky, and also I think this 3-digit price point for these at £100 is also a bit cheeky. I just don't think they offer you enough to warrant £100. I would expect to see these come in at, to be honest, the £79, £80 mark, because I just don't think they offer you enough for them to be £100. And that's going to bring me on to my overall score for these shoes, and it's going to be a very sorry 1.5 stars. Now, I've got to give them more than 1 star because they do offer you something, but this just isn't for me, this shoe. I can appreciate a lot of people are going to say, yeah, but it's a workout shoe, it's not a lifestyle shoe. But even as a workout shoe, I wouldn't wear this. It does not excite me in any way, to be honest. The only thing I think it's got going for it is that it's a reasonable weight for the extra stability and rigidity you get for the shoe. But other than that, I just didn't really find too much about it endearing. I just don't like it very much. And yes, it's got good breathability, but in every other department, I think it fell short. Now, if you like what you've seen today, please do not forget to give the video a thumbs up like before you leave. You can also follow me on Instagram. Hope to see you again for another one soon. Thanks. Bye.